Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to present which title is Structural Model of Smart Integration of Green Open Space and Slaughterhouse. I would like to introduce my colleague, my partners, my best friend. His name is Ismania. She comes from Bayangkara Jakarta Raya University. The reasoning of our title is, while most slaughterhouse and environment regulatory bodies have processes in place to review the efficiency and the effectiveness of their activities, regulators are increasingly aware of the room for improvement that exists when using lessons learned from routine operation in a more systematic way. This is our introduction. There are 4 points, and the first is the value of green open space is often overlooked or underestimated by policymakers, leaders, and also developers. There are a number of reasons for this, such as the lack of resources, understanding or capacity to use the possibility of green open spaces as a complete multifunctional urban system. Iconic open space is primarily established and managed to stage activities and events of international, also national, to a broader public need. These spaces are synonymous with the character of the city and provide facilities that are known by primary for meeting of international and national. This is the relationship between open green spaces and slaughterhouse activity as a basic challenge for nature conservation in the future urban development. Of course, the ecological footprint of slaughterhouse activity affect ecosystem indirectly from local, regional to global scales, and the ecological function within open green space involve the whole system of plants, animals, soil, and also human activity. So, we would like to show that the objective of the study was how to formulate structural model of smart integration of green open space and slaughterhouses. There are 5 dimensions. The first is objective, the second is needs of program, the third is constraint, the fourth is activity, and the fifth is agency involved. Our research design chart divided into part 1 and part 2, and the first stage, is circumstantial analysis, and then study literature, primary and secondary data of 12 slaughterhouse, and then we continue with PCA and 200 questionnaire. Then after that, we find 5 dimension and 55 component, and then we continue to process with interpretative structural modeling. Interpretative structural modeling is a method which describes how to create formulate the model, structural, interpretative. This is the result. The first is the key goal is all of sources pollutant from slaughterhouses activity will success absorbed by green open spaces. And the key needs component is information and communication technology or ICT, and then infrastructure, internet, and also the human resources. Human resources is the most needs component, how to reach information and communication technology. The key constraints are funding and controlling. And the key institutional component is governance. Awareness of governance in IT governance is very important because continuous improvement is a key goal for regulators, I mean government, and there should be no room for complacency in achieving it. The key action plan is utilizing digital technology. The benefits gained from using managed ruminant slaughterhouse experience effectively and process of enhancing integration between green open space and slaughterhouse national based on lessons learned from the key issue is sources pollutants from slaughterhouse activity. So this is the structural model of smart integration of green open space and slaughterhouses. We see there are 5 dimensions and there are several key goals, key needs program, key constraint, key institutional, and key activity. So the conclusion as the key goal component is a sources pollutant from slaughterhouse activity will success absorbed by green open spaces. And then there are 3 key needs component of the program. The first is information on communication technology, and the second is infrastructure internet, and the third is human resources. Of course, human resources as a high driver power and low dependence with supporting the information on and communication technology. There are 2 key constraint components, finding and controlling, and the key institutional component is a governance. The last key action plan component is utilizing digital technology. Thank you very much.